It's your boy again, Yato, and we're going back into the fray with today's featured champion, Renekton. And we're gonna combine him with an equally ruthless champion, Sejuani. So we're gonna go ahead and play some ranked games with the two champions with the Shurima Freljord combination. It's somewhat a deck that's already been imagined, which I again have tweaked and put in the things that I thought was necessary for it to be very competitive. So let me show you the deck itself. Let's go into. So as you can see, it's pretty much a Shurima centric deck, and we're focusing here on the uh, vulnerable giving cards and enablers, especially the Rock Hopper. This is a very key card here because of this card, you can give a or grant vulnerable to your opponents. They're gonna have to play around that. They might actually want to hold off on playing key cards because they don't want to give it vulnerable, and so you can disrupt their strategy by having them uh, get a bit behind in tempo. Now, aside from that, the key thing about this card is that this is going to activate our Shaped Stone. Now, we only have two copies of this card, but this is something that plays a very important role in this deck because the ability to give a unit plus free attack for 1 mana is very, very huge. Especially if you have two of this in hand. If you put this to the right minion, you can boost the attack to 6 attack or with plus 6 attack. Just imagine giving that to a unit like the Ruin Runner, which is kind of the counterpart of the Basilisk Rider from Noxus, which is even better in this deck because the spell shield goes a long way in any versions of this deck. So this Bakai Sun Spinner is just something that I splashed in. I replaced the where's that guy? The Alpha Wild Claw, because I felt that it was coming in too late and I wanted a bit more cards that would give vulnerable to opponents. And I also added Quicksand, which is very, very good tech. You can block cards that you normally would not be able to block, especially cards that would have a quick attack, cards that would have elusive, even cards that would have overwhelm. This would just counter those. Of course, the Quicksand is not as good as a Hush. It's not fully silencing the unit, so any last breath effects are not going to. Oh, sorry. Any attack boost are not going to be removed. So it is a good tech card. In certain situations wherein you might be down to a sliver of health and you want to block an elusive attacker or an overwhelmed attacker, this is really, really good. Now, the one deck that I found that I am having trouble with when I encountered with this is the Sivir deck with LeBlanc, or pretty much any version of Sivir, because the spell shield is really hard to deal with, and Sivir would potentially have lots of ways to protect herself from attacks, usually by striking the attacker. So if you cannot disrupt her cards, or at least try to kill Sivir before she levels up or triggers reputation, then it's gonna be quite hard for you to win. So with all that said, let's go ahead and test out the deck and see how it fares in a platinum game. As long as we don't encounter any Sivir decks, I think we're in a pretty good spot here to get to Diamond today. I haven't actually tried to. I haven't encountered any aggro decks like this during my earlier games, so I'm not sure how we'll fare against the Draven Renekton deck, but I'm pretty I'm feeling pretty okay.
No one's the wiser.
Just the beauty of Dunekeeper. A defensive play like this at turn 1. There's nothing significant that he could play at turn 2, so I would rather play with Ruthless Rider here. As we thought. So there's probably gonna be a Mystic Shot here.
Ready.
Come on, I know you have it. Oh no, yeah, I forgot. He doesn't have Piltover, so he doesn't have Mystic Shot. I got so used to Draven and Jinx. I was expecting a Mystic Shot there. So Draven's probably gonna come down here. We could just play Dunekeeper. Or excuse me. Yeah, Dunekeeper into Rock Hopper. We're just gonna use the Sand Soldier defensively here. There's no reason for us to not do that. Then we got a pretty easy Renekton turn 4. Or maybe this guy, yeah. This guy's a bit better. We could trade the Rock Hopper, and then whatever he's gonna play, we could probably kill with one of these two. Or this guy. Okay, good. At this point, I do want to preserve my units. And I do want to kill this too, because they're both big threats if we don't kill them this turn. So let's let him try to kill this guy. He's probably gonna Spinning Axe his Draven here. Or if he has no, that actually won't work. Yeah, it's best to just Axe. Another early surrender. See the power of this deck. Surrender at turn 4. Looks like it's a mirror match. Probably want to keep the Quicksand here and replace all the other stuff. Okay, pretty good turn 1. Pretty obvious play. 3-4 damage here. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn this into an ASMR. To a mukbang.
Would you look at this place?
Sorry about that. I am probably going to play this. Let's bait him into playing something valuable here. Although I doubt he's going to. Or that if he has any at 2 mana. If he's playing almost the same. Okay, that might be a attack from him. I mean, I've got no better use for these cards, so I'm probably just gonna do this.
Always forward.
Because we don't have a good turn 5 play. So I'm thinking that we just play this at turn 4. And then this other two can help us at turn 5. Mm-hmm. I could give a pass here. Because if he has Ruthless Predator, that's gonna be bad for us. Well, what? What's with people today? What is with people today? This is from the Stone Hopper. And the rest should be just spells and, you know, big units. This is pretty good. I love the Shape Stone here. So, a 2-drop or 1-drop, yeah, could be good here. I do hope we get a Dune Keeper. That's gonna be a good turn 1 attack. Well, we're gonna have to settle for Omen Hawk here. That's a very good play. That's okay. He could open attack with that. Don't really mind. Probably gonna suicide the Omen Hawk here. I always see why I have this against Illusion deck.
Your emperor has returned.
We definitely want to kill Lucian here. So Shape Stone won't save him. And then we have a pretty good turn for Renekton. Okay. Azir isn't as threatening here. He's probably gonna develop into us just because, yep. Just because Azir himself isn't as powerful. Even a 3 attack defender is gonna threaten Azir a lot here. Especially now that we have 5/5 Renekton.
No longer fit to serve.
Did he play any landmark yet? No. Okay, so we're safe to probably block the Dunekeeper.
It can be undone.
Glorious battle.
I mean, what does he have for 2 mana? Yeah, there's nothing he could play for 2 mana that could kill Renekton here. And Renekton will heal the damage. Technically, it's not healing, but Renekton will gain the health back when he attacks Azir, because Azir has 1 health. So I'm gonna exhaust Azir here, and then we're going to I wonder what card he got there. But the Enraged Yeti here is definitely appreciated, so I won't attack with Renekton yet. Okay. That is pretty good. I don't want to kill Azir here. So let's attack with this. Shapestone would save us from dying from that Great Horn. And if he has anything like a combat trick, we could just use Quicksand. It's not gonna work for us. Or against us, brother. Probably gonna want to try to kill it now. It doesn't matter that we only have one card. We have a leveled up Renekton and a 5/5 unit. Or technically it's 6/4. So he has 3 cards in hand, but we have also 3 cards. 2 in the... Wow, and that's a heck of a top deck there. So 2 on the board and 2 on hand. So we're at equal footing, but we have more advantage on the board. No need to place a 20 yet here.
I don't want to meet whatever woke you up.
Probably just gonna place a 20 next turn. So that we'll have a pretty good Renekton attack. Because he'll get boosted if he challenges. He's gonna get +3/+3. Oh no, okay. My mistake. If I just directly attacked there, he would have been... Yeah. He would have been boosted anyways. So it was only his level up requirement, but... Or it was only required when he was not yet leveled up. Hey there, double 444. How are we doing today? Sorry if I missed your initial chat there. So, do we want to kill this now? I think we could kill this guy, right? There's no reason to assume that we can't. I mean, let's try to. Let's try to kill this. Yeah. Got 3 units still on the board. There's no threats whatsoever, and that's a very good top deck there. We don't really mind that. We could just block that with a 20 and call it a day. I'm not so worried about that. So that's probably his last trick there, yeah. Given that he conceded. So this is a pretty bad draw. No units at all. So I'm probably gonna return everything here except the troll chant, I think. Or maybe the quicksand. I only have a 2 of this, so I'm probably gonna return everything here. Okay, we at least got a 1-drop. This is our first bad draw ever since Platinum 3. Okay, defensive Dunekeeper there. I'm gonna pass that. Don't have enough Joker cards, but I do get 3 costs. New Spider. Feels not that good, but not that bad too. Probably gonna pass here. Oh, okay, he didn't attack too. Okay. Let's try to attack with the Hawk here. I mean, I do think that, yeah, the new support cards are interesting, but still rather inadequate. So I'm hoping that in the coming expansion in the next 2 months, they show us more love for the spiders. Because Elise decks aren't that... There aren't many around. They were surfacing again right at the end of the Call of the Mountain. But right now there's just so many control decks. Or, I mean, so much better control decks. Like, Elise is being used in the
Out here, removing.
Kindred deck, right? In the concurrent timelines deck from this expansion, and that deck is pretty interesting and fun because its gameplay is so unique, I feel. Okay, so it's not yet lethal, so we'll probably let that happen. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So we probably have lethal on our next attack turn if he doesn't kill Renekton here. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. If Kindred comes down, we have a lot of things that could threaten her. As long as this guy stays alive, I think we probably already win here. Nothing I could do about that, so let's just let it happen there. Boiling Sands.
And winds behind me.
So we play this because if he drops Kindred here, this would be the weakest unit. Oh, okay, but he got Nasus. Oh.
You are my brother, Renekton.
So it's brother against brother here. Yep, that was an easy pass. So we're going to be attacking with Ruthless Predator here. That's the best case scenario for us.
Chase him down. Face your head.
So we're gonna pull Nasus to this guy. We want him to block the Ruin Runner with the lowest attack, or I mean the lowest health that's available. I mean, we still want this to go to Renekton because of the buff. But we have enough mana here for Battle Fury, and yeah, we just win. Bye-bye, sir. GG. Didn't want to be rude there, but I didn't have any... I didn't have the Renekton emote yet. So it would be the Nasus emote, sadly. We're just kind of cheeky. Are you currently playing there, double 444? Okay, speaking of, now we finally got it.